When I got the news, I cried a lot. I've always known there was something wrong with me, but I didn't expect this many things. Hello everyone, so first off, disclaimer. I am self-taught. I learned everything from YouTube and by watching other people. This is not a Photoshop tutorial, it will just be me talking over clips of me editing. I feel as though once you are an intermediate retoucher, you'll understand and question, what the heck am I doing sometimes? It takes a lot of practice, and I've been at this for 15 years. If you guys want me to try and make another in-depth tutorial, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me just start by saying that last year was hell for me. We all know COVID happened in 2020, and so in 2021, I was very anxious to start working again. But the stress of not working for a while and not knowing that I had other mental illnesses, other than depression and anxiety, I really started to spiral down. In March, I started to forget things. It started with simple things like talking to people. I would forget what I'm saying mid-sentence. And started to worry me a lot, especially when I was in Minnesota for 3 months. Because this trip was planned a month ago in advance and already pretty much fully booked. Normally I could handle a lot of work, but with COVID, my anxieties grew and I started to question if I was still even good at what I do sometimes. One thing about me is that I'm a perfectionist, and that basically means that I hate everything that I do. I've always set the bar extremely high for myself. And I guess that's what happens when you have Asian parents that tell you art is not going to get you anywhere in life. And so you have to try even harder to make them believe. But that's okay. I've come to terms with my parents thinking and telling everyone that I'm jobless, even though they literally see my work all the time. In the middle of March, I had joked with some friends over dinner saying that I might have ADHD. But as soon as I got home, it really started to hit me, and I started to look up the symptoms, and yeah. Homegirl decided to make an appointment with a psychiatrist. It turns out that I have ADHD, bipolar 1, PTSD, anxiety, and depression. When I got the news, I cried a lot. I've always known there was something wrong with me, but I didn't expect this many things. It felt like I was given a death sentence. It felt like a knife in my heart, and I spent a few days in bed just thinking about a lot of stuff. In a way, I'm glad my parents never took me to get mental help as a child. We simply couldn't afford it, and I feel as though if I had known all this earlier in life, I wouldn't have pushed myself so hard. And I would have blamed everything on my mental illness. But I didn't, because I didn't know. I kept pushing myself no matter how many times I fell. I always get back up though, because I knew there was something worth fighting for. I'm 29 now. I run multiple businesses and have traveled all over the country and even overseas for work. I did all this while having several mental illnesses. So yeah, all I have to say is if you have a dream, then go for it. You never know what you can accomplish, and don't let a few things stop you from following your dreams. I want to make a more in-depth story about how I got diagnosed with 5 mental illnesses. And I just want to say that this took several appointments. I didn't get everything done or diagnosed in one sitting. I want to share my journey, how I found out, when and how I felt. I want to share everything because it's still a tough journey for me. And I know it's the same for a lot of other people out there. I know this because a lot of you guys have shared your personal stories with me through DMs. And you all made me feel like I wasn't alone. And so I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I think more people should seek mental help. And it shouldn't be something that we just push aside, because it affects a lot of people, especially in the Hmong community, because we have so much generational trauma from the war that could have been passed down along with the journey, because, a lot of mental illnesses are hereditary. That's all I have to say for today. I didn't expect to get so emotional, and I'm sorry for cutting in and out and then me sounding all stuffy, but yeah, let me know what you guys would like to hear more of. I have so many travel stories and just a plethora of things to talk about. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Thank you so much for following.